this, what did you just do to fix this?
The box sizing border box. We have it in there now. All right, so now that we have the box sizing border box, this is going to stay within the 100 because we gave it the width of 100%. And before having that box sizing border box, we had a little bit of padding within it, and we had the border, so it pushed it, wider than the 100%. But now that we have the box sizing border box, it stays 100% and then pushes the padding and the border within it. Right? Makes sense because we explicitly gave it a width. Yeah, so without it, pushes out. With it, it stays in. Okay? All right, so what's the next step we want to do?
Did you fix that already in here? Yeah, we did.
Yep, you got it all fixed. So let's go check out the Google homepage.
We need the mic and the cursor. Oh, and do we also want to lift this a little bit?
So let's get that spacing a little bit.
Get the spacing?
Like, height-wise, let's give a little bit of spacing in between the input and the buttons, top to bottom.
Okay. So we could just put a little padding on these buttons on the top.
Yeah, you can use padding or let's just go with margin. Although it doesn't matter on this, but
field div here, and this one we want to just use it.
So let's push that. Let's use margin and push that field set down from Google.
Oh, so we're gonna use the field set.
Yeah, so let's give it like a
Or do we want to use this or the field set?
the field set.
I'll move this down. Okay. Middle logo field set.
So you can actually do.
Elements down.
Yeah, you can do the field set within there. So we're going to push it down a little bit from Google.
So here.
Sure. Yep. Click in there. There you go. So we have that. Yep. So that's good. So now we have a margin top and bottom of that field set of 10 pixels, and we still have the auto left to right, so it stays centered. Whatever you like. Yeah, 20 is good. So go ahead and copy that. Yeah, whatever you want. I mean, it's negligible at that point. Yep. What?
Are we going to take a 2 hour lunch again? Because I need to,
What lunch?
from 11 to 1.
12 to 1.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah, that's what we've been doing.
Okay.
I'm next gonna move these down.
Yep. All right, cool.
So in div,
I have a kind of question about the field set setting you just did, margin 15 pixels auto.
Yep.
So the settings for those sizes are top right, bottom left, clockwise, or on the top,
Right.
around right, or it's top and bottom, left and right,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or it's all of them, it's just single. So if you set 15 pixels top and bottom to the field set, so the top's got 15, and below you got 15.
Yeah, that really don't matter because there's nothing down there.
what is going on here? Why does it say user agent style sheet and I can't change it?
That's just, you can't, yeah, those are the defaults that just come with as div. Div is a default within the browser display block.
So I can't make this div go down. I have to
Yes,
call
you
it
could,
something.
you could, one way you could do it is do that input text and give it a margin bottom. No, that input text, the text input.
Oh, this one.
Yep. And you
Margin
could give
bottom.
that a margin bottom.
In order to have done it that way, I would have had to call this something. A div call it something.
You could have he asked in order to do the div way, he could have given that div a class or an ID and done it that way. Or since it's actually the only div within that field set in that section, you could have been real specific and said, middle logo section, field set, div.
So I want to do it here.
Yep. You can do it right there.
So margin top or
Bottom. There you go.
auto. Do I need the auto?
No, you don't need auto. Just straight up margin bottom.
Why did we need
Well, the auto is centering this whole field set. So he asked if we needed the auto on that. The auto is just used to center that whole field set.
That looks about right.
Yeah, close enough.
So middle logo field set. No.
So are you looking for which rule? Yep, there you go. Input type text, margin bottom, 10 pixels.
And then so these are a little space.
So while we're on that input, go ahead and click within that text area. All right, cool. So we already have the focus. It comes in by default. So we're good there. Let's go ahead and style these inputs, these submit inputs.
And how did you get focus?
It comes in default, since it's a text.
You mean like it zooms in? Okay.
All right, so we're going to style those the exact same way, right? They're both going to have the same type of border radius, all that stuff. So let's go ahead and give both of those buttons a class. You can just give it a class of button. Make sure you explain it over there or you give them in the HTML a class of button. Yeah. No, for each input. So for each submit button, we want to give it a class of button. Remember to, yeah. So what we're doing here is giving each of these inputs a class of button because they're going to share the same stylistic properties, right?
Why would you not just do the div as a ID or something?
Because we're not. He asked why not do the div because we're not styling the div. We're going to style those buttons. So we want it to be on that element.
There's many different roads to targeting some place on your page.
Yeah.
I typed in brackets type equals submit in quotes.
Yeah, you could do that as well. Yep.
And I said, so anything that has the type submit as an attribute with this value, change this.
Which is the same way as doing what we did with the input type text. All he did is say input type submit. So what's the first thing that's different?
The shape.
So it's not as high of a border radius, right? So let's. Yeah, you can do it live in there. Make sure you're highlighting the. Yep, there you go. Make sure you're highlighting those submits, though. Yep, there you go.
They didn't get their name changed.
Yeah, that's all right. Just go ahead and style one of them how you like it. Go to that element style. There you go. So anytime you click on that element style, when you're using inspect element, you're styling that element specifically. So border radius. Let's go something low, like 1 pixel or something.
Looks a little too low, right?
And remember, you can go up and down with it. So I'd say don't use shift, just use regular. There you go. I mean, I'd say like 2, probably. Okay. 3, what else? So they have white backgrounds. So background color, let's give it a background color of white.
Background color.
So push tab, or do that. Okay. Background color, white. Beautiful. And now let's, something else different is their border. So let's check out their border. Yeah, you decide. Whatever you want to. Oh, yeah, it is a little off-white. It's harder to see on that.
So should I just copy their?
Yeah, you can look at what they have.
Where was their color?
It's the div itself.
White state, no.
Scroll down. Keep scrolling.
Color
Let me see something real quick. Background color. Oh, there you go. Oh, no. Background. FFF. Yeah, just go ahead. Or you can do like FE, F9, F9, F9.
Doesn't look the same, does it? F9, F9, F9.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll just
Slightly off. All right, and then now we want to give it like a little bit of a border. Just do border 1 pixel, solid. Very nice, and then just do like a CE should do it. Nope.
for the border color.
Well, you can do it in that shorthand.
Like that. Yeah.
There we go. Perfect. And then you can just, since we like that styling, we can just copy it and put it in that button class down here, and it'll apply to both of them because they both have the same class. Yeah, so I mean, you can do, so how do you do within a border? How do you increase the size of an element? He asked, how does he increase the button height? So within a border, how do you increase the size of an element? Somebody out there. What he's trying to do is make these buttons a little taller, right? So what could he use? He could use line height. He could do padding. You're within that div though. You're not within the buttons. There you go.
So in here.
Yep.
Padding.
Oh, see, they never took. Look, hold on one sec. So one thing we forgot to do is save this.
There.
All right, cool. So now you see you have that button class down here, and so you can do line height or you can do padding, either one. Do you want to add any? So first off, do you want to add it? You want to add some to the top and bottom, right?
Oh, just not to the padding.
Well, no, you can keep it padding like that.
Like that.
Yep. So you want to add some top bottom?
Top bottom, so like 1.
Just do like 3-5 pixels, something like that. And then do you want to add any to the left and right? Ooh.
I don't think so.
Okay.
So auto or just leave it?
The auto, with the 5 pixels, it'll just be 5 pixels all around. I like the way that looks. So perfect there.
That's all around, or is that?
Yep, that's all around. So when you give it one value, it's top, right, and left 5 pixels.
Okay.
But that looks good. All right, so save that, put that in. All right, and then the last thing we want to do is we want to get that, we'll get that box out last. But one more thing we want to do is we want to get that microphone image there on the right side of the form, or right side of the input. So go ahead and right-click that.
Oh wait, save link.
No, go to OK. Cancel that. Right-click that. Go to Inspect Element. You can right-click that, open link in new tab. And then you can right-click up there and save that. whatever. I think.
You also show how to put that in as a data URI,
Oh, I know why, because I animated.
image URI.
A what?
Image URI, have you done that?
No, I've never done that before. You want to show it?
I don't know it that well, I'll try.
I've never done it. I've never tried it before.
After you've done it, I'll see if I can do it.
Okay. Let's see this. Let's just find a quick microphone icon PNG just to make it nice and easy. There we go. All right, cool. So let's go over here to the code and go to the index.
The index, yeah.
Yep. And we want to put in that image.
This is the wrong one, right?
Yep.
That one. Can I just close this for now?
Yeah, you can. All right, so where should he put this microphone image in at? Anybody have any suggestions? So we're going to put it inside. So put it next to this. Yep, in this section right here. So we want to put it in that field set.
But how do I put it in, like,
Just no, not inside of it. Just right below it. Oh, you wanted to put it inside of it? Yeah, this way, if we put it, we'll put this image inside the field set, right? And we set field set to a position other than static. Remember that? So we're going to set it position relative, right? And then we'll set this image to a position of absolute, and then we can just position it in the top right so that form, that input is always going across the top. And if we input this image with the absolute positioning in the top right of the field set, it'll just sit right inside that form. Does that make sense? Yes, Todd? Remember, yeah, so the field, so you have to to put it in absolute, you have to do a parent element, something other than static, and relative's the most non-breaking.
it's a button, right? It's a button,
No, it's an image.
but you can click on it? Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can still make images clickable.
That's right, okay.
Or we can make it a button and give it a background image if you want to do it that way either. If you want to go that way.
When you type something in hit there, it could be button.
Right.
We can just make the image into an anchor, right?
Yeah, either way.
An anchor? What does it mean by anchor?
Remember link tags? So you can make so go back to our index file.
Oh, like a.
Yep, so you can wrap it in a.
Yeah, okay. Well, we don't want it to go to anything.
Yeah, you can just make it href to hashtag.
The hashtag?
Yeah, remember you got to put quotations around and a closing bracket. And then far right.
Can you just leave it blank, or do you need the hashtag there?
It's just a holder variable, just a holder thing.
Okay.
So save that. Reload. All right. Oh, don't click it. So first thing we want to do is, what do we want to do so that we want to set it? We want to set this image to a small size. So
Same height as this, probably.
yeah. So let's see what the height of that is.
A little bit less than the height.
Yep.
So the height of this is
You can just inspect element.
of this one. No,
Yep, of the input. You got it.
this one. So it's 19.
Well, go scroll down.
13 pixels.
So it's 11 pixels. Is that what this is? 11 or 13? 13, sorry. So let's just set that yeah, just go ahead and set that image to a height of 10. You can right click on it.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Yeah, let's do it live so everyone can see it. Right click on it. Say height, height, what was it, 11 pixels? So he's going to do height 11 pixels,
No, we're gonna do 10, I think. So
10 pixels. All right, that's fine.
Okay. That looks a little small, huh?
Where's it at? Oh, wow. Yeah, let's make it a little bigger. All right, let's leave it there for a second. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do it relative, or we're going to do the absolute positioning. We're going to put it inside the field set, right? So we need to change, the field set is its parent element, so we'll change the field set to have a position other than static. So let's change that field set, give it position. Yeah, just go ahead and give it position relative. It's the easiest one. Yep.
So that's making the position relative to.
So now it doesn't have a position other than static. So now we go into that anchor tag. And we're going to give that a position of absolute. And we want it at the top right. So push tab, top, maybe like 1 pixel. And then we want to go all the way to the right.
Right or left?
Right, we want it all the way to the right, correct?
Okay.
So then how many, like 2 pixels from the right? Maybe, there we go. Maybe a little more than that. Get a little look. All right. So let's go ahead and keep all those, save all those.
So this is going into
Yep. And you can put that height within that href, or within that anchor tag as well.
oh,
So